Welcome to the financial section of Speletons, I guess.
Alright, on that note, I guess Derek says we're back. He's gonna talk. He's gonna give you some
I was
advice.
just making a joke to you, but okay.
You know what? You know what I've been doing recently, Derek? And it has a lot to do with this financial stuff. Man, he is buff, and he wants you to know he is buff.
Look at his dumb legs.
There's no way his legs could hold him up. He skipped the leg day. Anyhow, so you know what I've been watching on YouTube?
I don't.
That's right, Legal Eagle. Right, what this man does, he watches TV shows and movies, and court cases in particular, and he goes over how accurate they are to the real thing or not. It's wonderful.
I think I saw. Okay, real quick. I think I saw a clip from this guy talking about the legality of the Krusty Krab. I think someone else had him. Someone else was talking about. It was a video on how much money does Mr. Krabs have, actually.
No.
It was in this video. I feel like they talked to this guy briefly.
They talk maybe. But I doubt it because he's a lawyer, not a financial advisor. So why the fuck would they talk to him?
It had to do with the legality of business, I think, something like that. I don't remember what it was. I definitely saw a clip of this guy for some.
Anyhow, he did do a SpongeBob episode, where he does the wet floor sign, trial for Plankton and Mr. Krabs, and he talks about how realistic it is. One of the things he continuously harps on is SpongeBob's committing lawyer fraud or whatever, because he's not.
Mm-hmm.
He can't practice law. He's not a lawyer.
He's not a lawyer.
Yeah. And he talks about that, and he talks about see, now this is why you want a real lawyer. He also goes over
someone who's not. So, you can represent yourself?
Yes.
Can I just ask my buddy to represent me? Because I don't think Mr. Krabs didn't ask SpongeBob. SpongeBob just did.
No, you can't. You can
actually
represent yourself,
he killed his
or
lawyer.
You need a lawyer. You need a licensed lawyer. But your buddy can't represent you. If they are a licensed lawyer, then it'd be okay. As this guy was going over it. And to me, he is an expert. So I have no reason not to believe him on that statement.
I like that statement. To me, he's an expert. So.
Well, I mean, he is a lawyer. He has the credentials. I'm sure.
I know. I'm just saying. I just like that statement because that statement's funny to me.
Well, because Derek, to you, what you consider an expert, and God knows what. You barely know who's the good or bad guy in fucking movies, so. You probably think SpongeBob is the legal expert in the room. It would not surprise me. That's just. Go ahead, Derek. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me my line.
Well, he had a briefcase. He seemed to know more about being a lawyer than anyone else there.
He did. He didn't even know how to open the fucking briefcase.
It wasn't his briefcase, but
he doesn't even know how he opened up the briefcase.
When's the trial for SpongeBob stealing that lawyer's briefcase?
It already went. He's a kid. He said, "Well, fuck it."
Oh, well, all right. I guess that makes sense.
That's the.
He's not a kid. He's old enough.
Just
because his mentality. Just because of his mentality.
Derek,
he's old enough. It's on his driver's license. He's 35.
You cannot convince me that the original SpongeBob movie isn't the end of the SpongeBob SquarePants timeline.
Zinker, before that though, you see his ID.
Okay.
He was born in 80. Or, I think he was born in 85.
Yeah, but he could still be a kid in Sponge years. Yeah, really got you thinking, huh? I have a witty response for everything.
I'm trying to find this license. I'll hold you with.
I don't know why. I already counteracted it. Quarterly pressurizer.
He was born in '86. My bad.
Okay. Yeah, so kid, he's a millennial. Fucking millennials.
I guess he is a millennial. I guess he kind of falls. He does fall within that range, yeah.
Makes sense. He killed the hydro.
I don't think he's a Gen Xer.
Industry by buying the only product. That's right. Tell me I'm wrong, kiddos. You know I'm not. Deep down, you know I'm not.
It's weird they sold their only like a bargain mart.
I like that end.
They probably had to because the company went under.
I wish I had it. Okay. Gone. So I'm good with that challenge. And I earned some coinage too for the pitch stop, which also why I wanted to do online. So I'm glad we got to. Plus, what is it? 4 a.m. It's probably the last one we do. Is this one right here? Which is good because I think that'll mostly be it for we might come back to this again, but I doubt it because we have Pokemon to do. We have other new games to do in November. So we might just see you next like Grand Prix. I mean, we still got more in this episode, so don't y'all worry. I could buy
So something I started to tell you before we started.
Yeah.
Shortly before we started recording, I sent you a picture of a thing on TV that said 24 ladders in one.
Best ladder.
Followed by an image that just showed a ladder and said "extreme" next to it.
Extreme. Yeah, sure did, buddy.
Did you not see the extreme ladder?
I did see the extreme ladder. Yes.
Works for me.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And as we're talking, or we briefly talked about it. I asked you if we ever had a ladder-based hero yet. I thought we did.
Which I said.
Oh, you had elevator
have the ladder.
That's what it was.
That just goes into battle. The battle ladder. Please. It's just a sentient ladder that goes to fight Thanos.
I just like the idea of like, thank God the ladder's here. You cut to a ladder with like a flapping American flag behind it, and then you just cut to it like flopping onto the ground, and everyone looks at it and is like, we're saved.
In our fucking Speletons crew extended universe, it really just makes sense that there's just like an inanimate ladder object that people just think is a real hero. Which I think it might even be better than having a sentient ladder that actually fights crime. It's just a ladder, a regular ladder that people mistake for a hero. Just like
every
the milk
time
man.
Every time like our like Justice League or like our Avengers show up somewhere, the ladder's there too, and it just like flops on the ground, and then like everyone continues.
Everyone continues on. Yeah. Well, I've dubbed our set of heroes the Skeleton Crew. It makes sense.
I like that. It's like someone like the ladder's just like leaning against something or something like that. Someone like throws like a villain, and they just like end up going like between like two of the the bits on there, and they get like stuck in it. And someone's like, "Good work, ladder. You caught the villain."
Oh yeah. Really
the ladder. There's a ceremony for the ladder getting the key to the city.
I hope
so. Being initiated.
The
like
ladder has its own original movie at first. Like you would have to. It's the only way to do it.
You have the origin story of the ladder.
Of how he became the Bee. Oh my god.
Climbing his way to the top.
I think about this as like, I'd really like to do a series of our Skeleton Crew, and you have like long episodes as like the first, is like
pilot.
Oh, don't cross. Okay, great. Don't cross. Just wait. Just wait there. Everyone has to get ahead of you so you start the lap and last. Anyhow, but I like you could really do a series off all the heroes we created, and have like a whole Avengers like thing.
I think so.
Make it animated like Red vs. Blue. Have some good action sequences, and bada bam, bada bing, bada boop. You got a award-winning series.
If I could draw, I would happily make comics of it.
Yeah, I like all the characters we've created, most of them anyways. All the really well thought out ones anyhow.
In the latter movie, you have his villain is just the step stool.
Step stool. Okay, fuck, man, I'm gonna lose this.
For reference, I guess for reference, I don't know what kind of ladder you're thinking of. I'm thinking, if you're thinking of one that has like a ladder on both sides, or that has like its own stand. I'm just thinking of like an extending ladder that
stupid item that
is that like you extend out and like you lean against your house.
Yeah,
that's the ladder. That's the type of ladder I'm thinking of.
Oh no, I like the idea of a ladder with both on each side. That entertains me. That is the best ladder. You need the best ladder. You need the best ladder.
I really enjoy the Side Night and Happiness ladder series. I don't know if you know that or not.
Oh yeah, isn't that where they build a ladder
son.
to another
I'll get my
planet?
ladder.
What does he get his ladder for in the first one?
The first one, I think the kid's like, my cat, like the cat's stuck in a tree or something like that.
Right.
So he gets the ladder and then like beats the tree with the ladder or something.
Right. Yeah, that sounds about right.
But then the second one, I forget what else. I forget what got stuck in it. What he got the ladder for the second one. I think I remember it ends with like his wife saying like their kid misbehaved or something like that. He's like, I'll go get the ladder.
Yeah.
And then the third one is like it's like the end of the world, and so he like gets his ladder, and like his family's he just like puts it up and he's like climb into space. His like wife gets left behind to hold the ladder.
Yeah, that's funny. Which is weird that the wife was the one to stay
they like climb up in space, and they reach the end of the ladder, like still in space. So he just like grabs it and like swings it around.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And then they keep going, and then they end up going to a planet that's just full of sentient ladders.
Right. I remember this. I mildly remember this. I remember the third one more than anything, though. It's just kind of weird. It's just really specific that I remember the third one the most. It is the longest out of all of them, so I guess that makes sense. Derek, would you fuck a ladder?
You know.
Serious question.
Oh yeah, ladders are great. If I could.
I bet they're great in bed too.
Yeah, I bet so. I can think of a lot of scenarios where just having a ladder present in like a hero villain fight would just make a big difference, or just could.
I believe that.
Like I can just think of things you could do with just the ladder just there.
You could do with just the ladder there. Yeah. Ooh. Oh man, I didn't get any of this. Well, that's fine. Doing real good in this relic race. Relic race. Huh, Derek?
Relic race.
Rabbit season. That's right. We're wanting rabbits. That's right. I said wanting. Okay. Yeah.
I sure did.
That seems like a really good place for all this. That. Oh boy. Jesus Christ! I didn't get any there. Oh, wow! How did I miss that one? That was like a big one. Yeah, I wasn't gonna get that. Well, that's not bad. That was a gold off the first try. But more importantly, that was that challenge completed. Which, by the way, everything, like, is worth so much, so it's worth just getting it. Like, just doing all these challenges off the bat, even though it's like essentially day one of the Grand Prix.
I can imagine like the Velcro being like turning to the ladder and just being like, ladder, I need a boost, and like going and climbing up the ladder and just jumping off the top of it.
Oh, that'd be funny. Alright, there really isn't much more to do. I could do like
You
the
the heroes lose. You cut to like a bunch of the heroes like tied up, and there's like a ladder just tied to like a wall.
Next time on Speletons. Bye-bye.